Madison, Wisconsin new Wisconsin Athletic Director Shawn Eichorst, who spent the last 8 years at Texas, believes his new and old schools have much in common. Both are well-regarded research universities in state capitals that belong to major conferences and have relatively similar enrollments. He also pointed out one difference. There's swag at Texas, right? Eichorst said Tuesday during his introductory news conference. There's 30 million people in Texas. We've got swag too, but we have a little humility with that deal. We need to get our shoulders up. We need to feel good about what it is that we're doing. Wisconsin could gain more of that Texas swagger if its football program gets back to winning the way it did the last time Eichorst was employed in Madison. Eichorst, who most recently worked as a deputy athletic director at Texas, received a 5-year deal worth $1.6 million annually, with provisions for increases and incentives. He was hired 2.5 months after Chris McIntosh left to become the Big Ten's deputy commissioner for strategy. He returns to Wisconsin with the Badgers coming off back-to-back losing seasons in football, a notable fall for a program that had 22 straight winning seasons from 2002 to 23. Wisconsin coach Luke Fickell has gone 17-21 after posting a 53-10 record with one college football playoff appearance in his last 5 years at Cincinnati. Eichorst hasn't worked with Fickell before, but said he's encouraged by their initial conversations. Obviously, he's won every place he's been, Eichorst said. My expectation is more of me than him, meaning I need to pour into him, learn more about his program, how he has things set up, how his athletes are taken care of, how we're supporting that endeavor. And then we can figure out as we move along what that might look like. Football struggles led to Eichorst's downfall the last time he was an athletic director. He fired Nebraska coach Bo Pelini in 2014 and hired Mike Riley, who had gone 93-80 in 14 seasons at Oregon State. Eichorst was dismissed shortly after Nebraska suffered an early season loss to Northern Illinois in 2017. Riley was fired at the end of that season after going 19-19 in 3 years. When Eichorst's hiring was announced last week, he spoke about how much he had grown from that Nebraska stint. Wisconsin interim chancellor Eric Wilkets led the search and has emphasized Eichorst's accomplishments at Texas, which has won the Learfield Directors' Cup all-sports standings 5 times in the last 6 years. Texas ranked anywhere from 5th to 9th in the Directors' Cup standings in the 5 years before Wilkets' arrival. Texas football team went a combined 23-27 from 2014 to 17, but has made 2 college football playoff appearances in the last 3 years. Everybody looks at the end result of what we did at Texas, Eichorst said. When we got there in 2018, we weren't very good in a lot of areas. And that didn't change overnight. Eichorst said one thing that has caught his attention about Wisconsin is the overall quality of its head coaches. You're going to be as good as your coaches, Eichorst said. That's it. If you have an elite group of coaches who are working together and uniting and galvanizing and learning from one another and taking it out to their individual programs, I think you can start to build something special. I go back to Texas. We built a room of really elite head coaches and put them at the top of everything we did to help guide us. Eichorst said this job is particularly important to him because of his Wisconsin roots. He was born in Lone Rock, about 45 miles northwest of the Madison campus. He treasured his previous stint at Wisconsin and says he believes the school represents everything that is great about higher education and college athletics. Nobody will work harder for Wisconsin athletics, Eichorst said. I love this state, and I love everything that it represents. The passion is there. You can see it. I don't have to make it up. I've lived it. It's in my heart.